Okay, anyways, part 4. But anyways, I guess that's just how I feel. Anybody that doesn't want to make time or effort to be a part of my kids' lives is their loss. Because my kids are pretty fucking amazing. That's all I gotta say on that. Homeschooling is going good. It's definitely an adjustment. But wow, just seeing how, I knew my kids were smart. I knew their abilities, but actually getting to see the differences in how they learn has been really cool. Sasha, hush, go lay down. I really love seeing the nuances of how their minds really work, and being able to teach them in those different ways, and that's been really exciting for me. But yeah, the last 7 days in our country has been really messed up, and seeing the video of Charlie Kirk, wow, that hurt my soul in a way that I can't even describe. And I think a lot of people that seen it also feel that same way. It was awful, and nobody deserves to die, especially not for speaking. And the man was not a hateful man. Stop taking what he says out of context. If you want to truly dig into who Charlie Kirk was, actually listen to the conversations he had with people. He always demanded respect for anybody that came to the microphone. And he would tell them, be respectful, stop. He was a very good man. And I believe that what ultimately happened is what happens to a lot of people, because Charlie was dear to his faith. And we know that the further you get into politics or Hollywood, with any of these elitist big groups, once you get into those things, they ask you to put them before all. You're supposed to put your politician buddies above your family and your faith. And I believe what ultimately happened was Charlie refused to ever put God second or third or last. It was always faith, family, and then the country. And that's how it really should be. And think about all the Hollywood people that were canceled when they tried to talk about their faith. And I'm speaking about Christianity, because Christianity is really one of the only religions that can be persecuted freely all the time. You're not allowed to say things about Jesus and quotes from the Bible. It's always been, we have to tiptoe around everybody else and let everybody else have their beliefs and faith, and but we can't have ours. Well, you know what? I don't care anymore. I refuse to be quiet. I refuse to shut up. I was called to start church months ago. I felt the urge to start going back to church. But you make those excuses and you tell yourself, I'll go, and and you just drag your feet. But after what happened with Charlie, that's when I knew with my heart that church is where I belong. And my kids want to go to church. We have discussions about religion all the time. And we've had discussions about God and Jesus. When Ava wanted a picture of Jesus, I got her one. And she put it in her room and she talked to it. And she loves her picture of Jesus. And if my kids ever want to explore anything else, we'll dive into that too. I'll never withhold my children. But I feel like our nation is changing. It is becoming where the ones that were silenced will no longer be silent. You can no longer cancel us, persecute us. We saw somebody that was just a good man get murdered in front of all of us. And no, we won't shut up now. I am Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk. We have to end this violence. Who's next? What's next? We pray and we come together. That's who we are. We are not the ones that light the streets on fire. We are not the ones that burn the world down. Charlie is uniting the world more than I think he ever thought he could. Yeah. Rest in peace, Charlie. God bless you guys. Love you.